Hello everybody and welcome to this channeled reading. Today we will be focusing on the energies surrounding the new moon that is happening this evening, I believe around 10 p.m. It is in Libra, so there may be a Venusian influence in your life right now, maybe with food or baths and just nurturing yourself with the simple pleasures in life. So this reading will be an overall energy, but I will leave a photo. There are 4 separate readings in connection to the theme of this. So if this resonates with you, I would recommend checking out also the next video that I post for a more specific message, more directed at you. But this is the overall one for the whole collective, sort of what is, going to be happening for the next 21 days or so, what this new beginning is looking like for a lot of people. So the separate readings will have Garnet will be the first one. I don't know what this stone is called, and so if someone could tell me, I would really appreciate that, but that will be the second reading. And then this quartz crystal will be the third, and this other slightly different looking quartz crystal will be the fourth. Also, this is my cat Spike, so it looks like she's going to be hanging out with us for this reading. So getting started, I pulled the general energy and we got Treasure Island and Regeneration. So this is kind of perfect for a new moon because, like I said, new moons are all about starting fresh. And so here, this is like a new beginning of something that maybe you've been wishing for. Treasure Island is like something that maybe, with the turtle there, like it maybe has been a long time that you've been waiting for this. But with the treasure chest on its back, and I think its back is supposed to be like the world, that little tale that the world is on the turtle's back. So this just feels like something that will make you very, very, very happy and fulfilled. There are stars and hearts around it, so something that really fills your heart space and just makes you feel very complete. But something that wasn't hard won, because this regeneration card makes me think of the tower. So it's like from the destruction that this volcanic eruption may have brought, there is a beautiful divine gift to be gained from that. It'll just take a little time, but it looks like we've been patient and it's on its way to us now. So a couple of tarot cards to clarify here. And again, this is general, so it will mean, different things for different people depending on which of the 4 readings is following it up. But, okay. So I see the 3 of Pentacles, which is like starting new and setting a foundation. So maybe in the recent past or the present moment you have been starting a new project, building something new that you would like to be working on, and that could be creative, it could be a family, a relationship that's maybe fresh that you're still kind of getting stable together, getting to know each other better, a new job even. This could be many things, like I said. With the Princess of Cups card that is here, this could point to some of you starting a family, because this could be like a young child. This could also be just like a romantic venture, like a very young relationship. It could be a very young creative project. Like I said, she's kind of guarding that cup, so maybe something that you've sort of kept to yourself, where you're really this is like her treasure as I see it. Like she's really trying to protect this idea, whatever it is, because she'd really like to see it come to fruition. The next card we have is Nine of Swords in reversed. So what this tells me is that right now, you may, or in the recent past, you may have been having some doubts about it. You may have been, you know, having sleepless nights because you're really nervous about what this might bring, because it's something that you've never experienced before. So what this card tells me, though, is that you've been doing really well at overcoming those thoughts, and you are coming back from it. You've really, you know, if this is resonating with you, you've definitely moved past a lot of old mindsets that were holding you in a place of fear. So this is showing me that what you're moving towards is outside of that fear and lack mentality. You're moving towards something with total faith. Here we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So what this tells me is that you are overcoming some kind of heartbreak. You are not letting yourself dwell on the spilled cups. So again, the time that we're in right now is quarantine. So this may be that instead of just dwelling on, oh, now I'm stuck at home, oh, now I can't do this, oh, like, woe is me, I feel like, you know, you've really used this time and you've overcome the fear again, because this could be like the collective consciousness fear mindset. To me, this just seems like you've really overcome it, and you're choosing to see this situation in a positive way. Or you know, if you were feeling fearful in the past, you know, you might be starting to come to realize that maybe everything isn't as bad or scary as, you know, you may have originally thought. Is really what that feels like. The next card we have is the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Treasure Island card here, you know how I was saying that turtle is very slow moving? The Prince of Pentacles is also very slow moving, and we have the sign of Taurus on that yellow flag, which is, or not Taurus, excuse me, of Venus. But he is a very, you know, I think he's ruled by Taurus, this card. He's very slow moving. But anyway, so Libra is ruled by Venus. So this could be saying that with this new beginning, you don't have to wait anymore, is really what I'm getting here. That it has been a slow process, you know, because the turtles, it's carrying it in, but it really feels like this is coming to fruition sooner than you think. And with Nine of Cups here, this is like a wish fulfillment card. So whatever this is, like I said, is going to bring so much happiness and joy, this Treasure Island, so much fulfillment. So again, whether it is a new relationship, starting a family, starting a new creative project, starting a new job, whatever the new thing is that you're feeling coming forward into your life is just going to create a lot of happiness, and it's like something that you've been waiting for a very long time. You've really been putting in the work and doing your best to overcome fear, and through having that faith, that is what will create this beautiful thing in your life. So to clarify this, we have heighten your vitality, be your best self always, and love matters. Something immediately that I noticed is we have 444. If you look, it's 49, 24, and 43. So, you know, that is also like, I picture that being a very grounded number about, you know, getting stable, getting a foundation set, like this Three of Pentacles card. And that's also the year that we're in right now is 2020, which in numerology would be 4 if you add the two together. So whatever this new thing is, I feel like it was something that, you know, was very much so written in the stars for those who this is resonating with. And this is what you are to be building on for the next few years at least. So with heighten your vitality, maybe in this time you have been learning what it means to, you know, take care of your body, and maybe realizing the connection between your body, mind, and spiritual connection, and that, you know, the more you take care of your physical body, the more stable your emotions will feel, the less anxiety you'll have, and the more connected to source and your own intuition that you will be. Next, we have be your best self always. So I really think that those two are going hand in hand, and that, you know, being your best self, you've been, you know, learning about what works for you and what makes you feel good. And as you do those things, you're stepping more authentically into yourself because you're showing yourself love, and that love is what matters in starting this new thing. So, if you've had projects in the past where, they just never came to fruition, it may have been because you were not treating yourself right and actually showing yourself the kind of love that you need to be that, kickstart to a project. Yeah, because, you want to be building on total self-love and total, you want to be building from the heart space. And that's, sorry about that, moment blew everything away. So I've weighted it down with some crystals. I know you can't see the cards as well, but you can always go back and pause if you'd like to look at any of the artwork a little bit closer. So yeah, pretty much what I've gotten so far is that, you've been learning what it means to really take care of yourself on a physical, mental, and emotional level. And doing that has opened your heart, and it doesn't necessarily need to be to, like love, like romantic love, but, love is the opposite of fear. So as you've overcome this fear, you've learned what it means to take care of yourself. You've opened up that space that's been needed for the prosperity that you need to move into this new chapter. So some fairy messages that we have is magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you are being assisted by magical fairy blessings, and the fairies say you can bless others too. So maybe what you're moving towards will be something that will help a lot of people, and that's also why you are so supported. And you do have a team that feels like a spiritual team that's helping you. Next we have light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. And this initially came out reversed, so I feel like that's telling you to really focus on the light, which resonates a lot with that last sentence, to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So as you've come out of this fear mindset, this lack mentality, this maybe like this bad relationship, this bad job, whatever it was, maybe even through this quarantine, you've been learning how important it is to focus on the positive things. And as you have allowed that possibility of, maybe what's happening to you is for the best, that's how you open the door to this beautiful treasure that is yours. Now a couple of dream cards of where you can look for signs from spirit. We have gift, be present. So maybe you've been finding ways to, stay more present in your everyday life. I don't want to cover up the blessing when you have it. You have lottery on yourself. So what this tells me is that you've pretty much hit the jackpot with this treasure island, you guys. And maybe even the stimulus checks that are coming through will help you with this endeavor, with that lottery card. And it says bet on yourself, so believe in yourself. You have naked, dare to bear all. So whatever this is that you're wanting to do is very authentic to yourself, and you may feel vulnerable too. She looks very vulnerable. You may feel vulnerable at this new beginning because it is so new to you, but just trust that, it truly is meant for you. Next we have key, seek no further, your aha moment is at hand. So I feel like the key here is light, and that's really what it was. And as you focused on the light, you've seen, maybe negative things that have been holding you back fall away. Next we have computer, upgrade your mental software. So this is talking about, again, that mental shift that will allow for this to come in. It also does talk about the collective consciousness. So this feels like a collective shift, and the more people who can really choose to, see the light in this time, during this time, will be benefited greatly from it, because, everything is a blessing when you can choose to see it that way. A couple of tarot oracle cards, which I'll leave the names of all of these in the description below. I've been really enjoying this deck since I got it. For the collective, we have balance. So I feel like this can be a divine justice, because this is the justice card in the tarot, but I think it has come through. Whatever work that you've been doing to take care of yourself is, again, this is, the work that you've done has been seen, and you will, receive what it is you're meant to have. as you've cultivated the balance. Because if you see, he has the signs of each of the elements below: the wand, the pentacle, the cup, and the sword. So it's as if through the work that you've done, you've balanced, your spirit, your physical body, your emotional body, and your mental body. And that balance is what is allowing for this. And it will be something that will also bring that balance. And I think that's why you had to wait for it, because you have to be in this state already to receive what you want to get there. So we have a new beginning. That's pretty apparent here. I'm actually going to put that here. And again, she's standing on top of the world, which is like I said, the shell of that turtle is like the world. So it's like she's seen things from a higher perspective and is wanting to do something for the collective. That rhymes. And she's going forward without fear, because as a child, we're not born with that fear. We learn that fear. So when you're moving forward now, remember that there's no need to be afraid, because your plans are very blessed and supported, because they're unselfish. You've allowed yourself to open your soul as you focused on love and light, and that's why these plans will be so successful. Next we have the crown chakra. So that's funny, because that's like the corona, the crown, the corona. So during this time, I feel like those who this is resonating with, you've really been tapping into your divine self and your purpose here. And so while what's coming in, maybe it's not a forever thing. It could be, the stepping stone towards, what your purpose is. And that means that it is still your purpose, because it brings you even closer to the end game. And, nothing's ever just the end game, or we'd be dead, So what you're moving towards is definitely divine, truly. We also have victory and success here, so to just know that, you will be recognized for your work, and with justice and victory and success at the crown chakra, it's like you are being recognized for the work that you did by etheric beings, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, spirit guides, whatever it is that resonates with you, guardian angels, whatever you call them. They've seen your work, and even if it doesn't feel, like you've been doing much, you have been. And it's not just in, recent times, it's been the last few years. How far you've come in the last few years is about to be very rewarded. And you might not even be able to see yet how it's unfolding, but where you've allowed your focus to be is what you will get. So definitely, I feel like what you've been choosing to do during this time in order to stay present, whether it's art, music, reading, writing, walking, taking care of people, there are so many ways that this can, be expressed. So however that resonates with you, and again, each of these stones will be a different reading. So if you've had your eye on one during this, or if it's on a specific card maybe even that you want to know about, I place them randomly, but whatever one sticks out to you, if you want to know about one of these things, I don't know. Again, that reading will follow. So the last card from this oracle deck is Triumph, the Chariot, which is 7. We have 2 7s here. It's a divine number. So you are moving the Triumph card, the Chariot. The original deck shows a black horse and a white horse pulling a chariot. So it's like you have balanced the dualities of your being, the black of the earth and the white of spirit. You've totally brought, this balance, and that's what's going to move you forward, and that's why you're triumphant, because if you can see, he's even moving towards the balance card, and he's got the crown above him, so it's like you are being divinely guided towards your dreams, and they're just very, very highly supported, and you will be successful, because even if you can see these two cards playing with each other, it's like he's blowing his trumpet at the sun, and I feel like this is almost him saying like pure communication with Christ consciousness or spirit, whatever you want to call it, and it's been heard, and it's been echoed out, and right now maybe, or in the recent past, it's been germinating like this tree of ashes from this. There's was a recent astral event. I think it was the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction that a lot of astrologists were saying that was like a phoenix rising from the ashes. So even in the last month, I feel like, you know, you've had this divine insight, this like key card of your aha moment. It's like you've had an aha moment and something has just really clicked. And when it happened for you, it sent you into like maybe one of the highest vibrations you've been in for quite a while. And it's like that shock wave just shook out, and because your heart was open and you had released fear, now it's like the roadblocks are cleared and you are just on your way to success. Just on your way to success. This is such a powerful reading, you guys. So we have the second ray of wisdom, paradigm shift, and the wisdom of the divine feminine. So, you know, the paradigm shift is absolutely what I've been saying about, you know, choosing to see the silver lining, as some might say, in your situation, and seeing really how beautiful where you are is right now, and how perfect it all is. And as you've allowed yourself to become open to that idea, that is like that groundbreaking shatter that is just like exploding this new start out into the cosmos for you. It's almost like the Big Bang I'm picturing, like that one thought, like, you know, if you think about, I think in the Hindu religion, it was like somebody meditating that brought this whole universe into creation, and you're a part of it because you're in the meditator's essence in order to be here in the first place. So this is almost feeling like you've connected to that energy, and that energy wants to experience what you want to experience. And now that you've become open to that idea, it's like there's this door is opening for you, and it's so divinely guided. This is like the meditator, I feel like, that has created it all, and they're willing it open for you because they want to experience it. That cosmic consciousness wants to experience it. And with the wisdom of the divine feminine here, it feels like, again, it's gone with that self-care and that love. Even with the Princess of Pentacles, it a little bit feels like, you know, you've tapped into that innocence of a child where the fear is gone because you know what you're a part of, and you know that you have nothing to fear, and that you are so supported by also, like, the Earth Mother. And as you've nurtured yourself and shown yourself the love that has stemmed from that knowledge, you've realigned to this new energy where you are totally accepting and loving and understanding, and living from your heart. You know, her hand is right over her heart. And I feel like in springtime you will definitely start to see this whole treasure unfolding, because if you see all of the flowers in her hair, it's just making me think of springtime. And it will just set you ablaze, you guys, in the most beautiful and magnificent way. Like, your whole soul will just, you will feel so grateful. Like, if you can see how she's looking at the reader, the you know, whoever's observing her, she's looking at them with such reverence, like, thank you, Spirit. And seeing that in everybody, this really, I'm feeling like overwhelmed, because I just feel like, you know, whoever this is resonating for, it will be overwhelming how beautiful your life is going to look with this new beginning. And I think, yeah, you will start to see it as the flowers begin to come up this spring, you know, what it is you're being gifted with. And with the second ray of wisdom, honestly, I don't know what the author says about this card, but I feel like this goes along with the magical blessings that there are beings here that are supporting you, and they really want to see this succeed. And those beings are all a part of Cosmic Creator as well. They're just higher vibrational entities that feel, you know, different from you, though they're of the same deep essence. And so you are being so supported by these beings who wish to see your idea come to fruition. It is very divinely guided, something that's coming from your soul. This is the seed of the soul, so something that's shining out, and maybe it was planted there by your guides who have agreed to help you in this incarnation. Very deeply seated in the soul. That is so beautiful. So that is what I have for you guys. Look for the next video I post. It will be the 4 separate readings with each of these stones regarding this, you know, in different ways that this will come to fruition. Also, if you watch to the end, I will spread these all out really quick and take a photo so that you can look at the cards more closely, because I know they've just kind of been all over the place during this. So thank you for watching, happy new moon, and I really hope that you'll join me during the next video.